few days ago I was replacing my old windows in the house, and I have a few of these old window sills from the inside. These are oak, and these should be quite nice boxes and small plates. Just to show you a little bit closer how these look, so you can see on the bottom have a few spots of silicone paint and also the stain on the sill itself. So what I'm going to do is clean this up real quick off the camera and cut a few squares up so we can put it on the lathe. I have two pieces here. One will be the base, the other one lid, and I also clip the corners here just to make the roughing out stage a little bit faster. Now I also want to point out that all the tools that I'll be using in this video are sharpened to 80 grit white wheel. I had a few questions asking, do I need CBN wheels if I'm just starting out, and the answer is no, you don't need them. They are great creature comfort, and I have them as well. They work nicely. However, again, they are not necessary if you're just starting out. And as you see, tools are sharp enough for everything that we do on the lathe here. So these are now going on a screw chuck. The screw length or the hole drilled is around 3/8 of an inch. That's 10 mil deep. That's plenty. And what I want to do is just clean up this face from any residue of this silicone and paint. And the best way to do that is with a scraper, refiner, scrapers are easiest to sharpen, so, and the fastest as well, so it's not a shame if they get dull. Now to true up the diameter, I'll use 12 mil diameter spindle gouge. A little bit more. Okay, that's nice and round, and just clean up the top. Now I need a way to grab this and still have enough room for some sort of a shape, and that's a little bit too big of a foot. Let's try smaller chuck. Okay, I'll go with that one. Again, spindle gouge. Rough the foot. I've increased the speed, it's 1800 RPM. So let's get a nice shape. Okay. Okay, I like that a little bit better. Use refiner just to smooth it out further. I'm wondering how this is working, the surface. Yeah, that's pretty clean, a little chip out here, but the surface here, hopefully you can see that's pretty clean. Still a little bit of that's more into grain. I wonder if this is, yeah, it's slightly punky, so that's maybe residue from the rot. Beeswax on. So that's the outside done. Yeah, that's looking really lovely. So just to show you how that looks. Now what I want to do is size the lid first before I start to hollow this out. So the lid goes on. Something like this. These are step jaws designed by Richard Raffen, made by VICMARC. So these will hold like that, and now make a rough shape and match diameter to the base. Then I can see about design itself. So again, I just smooth this out with a refiner, remove the stain. Just wondering how deep has it got into the grain. Oak is open pore timber. Yeah, everything will clean up nicely. A little spot here, but that's okay. Remove those corners fast. Okay, so I have a nice clean diameter here where it will meet with the base. So now I can offer the base, and okay, I can see that I have enough diameter that the lid isn't too small or smaller than the base here, because I still have to remove this chip out here and this one here. So the base will get slightly smaller, but I want to match them. So okay, so I have everything set for the lid. Now I'm sure that I have two pieces that will go together. Okay, so now I can hollow out the base. This is VM90 chuck, so I just need a Tommy bar to operate it. Lock the spindle, open the jaws, and these won't leave a mark if you make them in a perfect circle. So just a little pressure, you don't need much. So first what I'll try is make a little reverse curve. Spindle gouge again. See how much I've removed. A little bit more here and here. Okay, so I have a nice sharp corner. That's great. Well, not great for turning because you can cut yourself. So I just want to skim it like that. And back with a refiner to clean the stain. I need a recess. That will accept the lid flange. So I have a small flange and I can hollow the rest here. I'll use the ball gouge to do that, 12 mm diameter. Gouge, you can see where I have a sort of burned shaving. That's where I'm rubbing and I'm leaving a mark here. So I want to get that as clean as possible. So now you can see I've removed the heel and have only small bevel at the cutting edge. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I'll finish the bottom with a refiner. Beeswax again. And the base will be done. And I'll push the rag into this corner. Just to clean up any residue of the wax. Yeah, that's looking really lovely. Actually, a little bit more wax in this area might be good. As I've said, oak is open pore timber, so has a quite deep pores. Now the base is done. Yeah. Just to show you that as well. So this is the flange diameter that I need. Mark that nice and accurate. I can use square and scraper just to rough it out. And spindle gouge. I think it's too wide, but better double check a little bit. And the spindle gouge. I made slight taper on the tenon. Okay. There's not much wiggle room and it can spin freely, so that's really good. And I'll also mark diameter as best I can, or as accurate as I can. Oops. Set that diameter, the outside. Okay. Before I move on, just want to double check that. Yeah, that seems to be right. And I also want to copy this little flare detail, and that's about, I can make measurement with calipers, so that's around 4.5 mil flare, although it doesn't have to be exact, but and I also have small flat spot, if you remember, on the base. A little bit more. Now the inside I won't hollow too deep because I have the outside of this lid to make still, so I don't want to limit myself. So I think that should be okay. Back with the spindle gouge and make a detail. That feels okay. Now I do need way of reversing this, so I think somewhere around here should be okay. A little tiny step and blending the step to a slight curve, and I'll make another one so it looks like a detail. Sanding is done, beeswax, and get that melted. I'll push it into the grooves just so I cover those. So first I'll spread the bigger surfaces, and then I'll push the rag again into the grooves. Double check. Yep, that's looking quite nice. So now these can expand into the bigger groove. Should be okay. A little pressure, you don't need much. Now I'm thinking maybe to make a sort of a teardrop handle here, a little knob to pull out maybe from Wenge. I got that in Austria, so but first let's do the shape. Similar to the base. this ridge here. You have a nice smooth curve. Now this is 6mm drill bit, and I'll just go, I don't need too deep. Yeah, that should be okay. And that's the lid done. So now this is base and the lid, and now we need to make a small finial or a knob to easily grab the lid and open it up. I'm envisioning the shape and the size of that. That's a bit too big, I think. Okay, that kind of size should be okay, I think. Few final tweaks. I want to get the curve right into the bottom, so that's what I need. Just clean everything up. See how that looks. Yeah, that's pretty good. And this is it. So this is finished box auto window sill. You can see here a tiny bit of a finial here as a teardrop from Wenge. So I just use a little bit of a CA glue to glue that into the hole. So you can see how that opens. Again, there's not much wiggle room, but they still move freely, and the base also. So I think overall looks really nice. Now if you're wondering about my hands, always when I work with oak, walnut, and when it's hot weather, I get this from the tannins, and you get quite easily get rid of these with the lemon. So that's a little tip for you. So yeah, overall quite pleased with the box. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.